Good afternoon. I'm excited to talk to you today about English vowels. Good afternoon. So let's talk about what is a vowel. A vowel is a distinct sound that can be made when there is no obstruction or pressure of air in the vocal tract, and also by using rounded or spread lips. So let's talk about what is a vowel. A vowel is a distinct sound that can be made when there is no obstruction or pressure of air in the vocal tract, and also by using rounded or spread lips. So let's talk about what is a vowel. A vowel is a distinct sound that can be made when there is no obstruction or. Next, let's talk about how a vowel can be described. Now, we already talked about one of the areas that we use to help classify the vowel sounds, and that is the rounded or spread mouth and lips. One of the other areas that we use to categorize the phonemes of vowels includes the degree of the jaw. Is it high, mid, low? Is it slightly open? Is it closed? Another area we use is the position of the tongue. Is the position of the tongue front? Is it center? Is it back? And finally, are the muscles tense or are they lax when creating this phoneme vowel sound? So let's answer the question, how many vowel sounds are there? Well, in North American English, there is 14 vowel sounds, 11 which are simple vowel sounds. We can see here in the table that they are shown individually. And there is also 3 additional diphthong sounds, which I will talk to you more about shortly. So our first English phoneme, vowel phoneme, is E. So let's talk about E. When we pronounce E, our lips are widely spread as if our jaw is high and closed, and the tongue is at the highest front top of the mouth. This is considered a tense vowel. Some examples of E are heel, reach, the double E in need, and between, the EA in heat, as well as B. The second phoneme sound that we will talk about is I. When we are making the I sound, our lips are relaxed and slightly parted or spread. Our jaw is lower than the E, and our tongue is also high and front. This is considered a lax phoneme, as in ship, hill, bin, rich, interest, fit, tin, and fish. Next is A. Our lips are spread more during the glide towards E. Our jaw is lower than I and rises during this glide, and our tongue is in the middle front, gliding up towards E. This is considered a tense phoneme, and we have seen this phoneme in the words that have been spelled with A or AI, as in rain, may, wait, paint, faint, and snail. The fourth phoneme that I want to speak to you about today is the E sound. Now, when I'm making the E sound, my lips are slightly spread. My jaw is also open a bit wider than with the A sound. My tongue is in the middle front and it glides up towards the E sound. And this is also considered a lax vowel phoneme. And if we look at it here, it's kind of central in this quadrant. So it's one of 5 phonemes that will be kind of centered here in the middle, as opposed to the tense phonemes that will be on the outer edges. Now we hear that eh sound when we read words that have an E or an EA combination. So we can practice some eh words with bed, never, bread, sweat, get, hen, left, elephant. And as you can see, my lips are slightly spread when I am creating that eh sound. So let's talk about our A sound. When we are making the A sound, our lips are spread, the jaw is slightly more open than with the eh, and it may drop lower during articulation. Our tongue is also lower than with the eh and is centered. This is also considered a lax phoneme. So here in this quadrant, it looks a little bit low, but if you look at it closely, it's actually a little bit higher than some here along the edges. So this is, again, one of 5 lax phoneme vowel sounds. And we hear that ah sound in hat, back, matter, family, cat, and pan. Our 6th vowel phoneme of the day is the ah sound. Now, when we make the ah sound, our lips are as though we are kind of yawning. So, ah. Our jaw is open at the widest point, and our tongue is low and central. It is also lying flat on the bottom. This is considered a tense vowel phoneme, and we can see it here at the bottom of the quadrant. So again, it'll be on the edge of this quadrant if it is considered a tense vowel sound. Now we hear that ah sound when we see and read words that have an O or an A. We see this and hear this sound in on, job, stop, doctor, model, hot, ma, and dog. Again, all of those are articulated with an open and wide mouth and lips. Our 7th vowel in North American English is the sound. Now, when I make an sound, my lips should be relaxed and parted. My jaw is also relaxed, and my tongue is also relaxed, and it is in the middle level. This is considered a lax phoneme, and we can see it here in the middle of the quadrant. Again, one of 5 lax phonemes. And we hear that sound, and we see it when we see spellings and words with the U, double O, and OU combinations, as in up, cut, flood, enough, subject, sun, and duck. Our 9th phoneme of the day is O. Now, when we create the O sound, our lips are very rounded like a camera shutter or lens. So very round, very open. Just imagine the circle of a camera, right in front of your mouth. Our jaw is going to begin higher than in awe, and it rises more during this glide. Our tongue, as we can see here in the picture, is in the mid back, and it is gliding up towards the oo sound. This is considered a tense phoneme, and we can see it here on the outer edge of this quadrant. Now, we hear and see this phoneme in combinations of EW, OA, and O. Some examples of these words are so, boat, pole, foe, and goat. Our 10th vowel phoneme of the day is Now, when we are making the sound, our lips are relaxed and slightly parted and weakly rounded. The jaw is slightly higher, and our tongue is high and back, more centered than in the O sound. This is considered a lax phoneme. And we see and hear this phoneme with combinations of U, double O, single O's. Examples of this sound are in put, book, woman, goodness, look, wool, foot, and woodpecker. The 11th simple vowel phoneme in English is oo. Now, when I'm making an oo sound, my lips are closed and rounded, like when whistling. Oo. My jaw is high and closed. My tongue is highest back part of the tongue and is pushed up, and we can see it here in the quadrant that it is high and back and up. This is considered a tense phoneme. We see this combination of sounds with W and O and U, double O, U and E, and we hear them in words like to, group, school, through, blue, room, moo, and kangaroo. So we just talked about the 11 simple vowel sounds in English. Now we have 3 more to complete our entire 14 vowel sounds that are used in the English language. So let's go ahead and talk about our 3 vowel diphthongs. Our first diphthong is the I sound. Now, when we are creating the I sound, our lips move from open to slightly parted and spread. I. And our jaw rises with the tongue and closes. Our tongue moves from low and central, as we see here in the quadrant, to high and front, and it just glides across the quadrant here. And we hear this I and we see this I sound with simple I's and AI's, as well as combinations of U and Y. Examples of these words are by, aisle, isle, pine, fine, and lion. Our second diphthong is the ow sound. Now, when we create the ow sound, our lips move from open to slightly parted and round. Ow. And our jaw rises with the tongue and it closes. Our tongue moves from low central, as we see down here, to high and back. Again, because it is gliding across quadrants this way, it is a diphthong. Now we see and hear this diphthong with combinations of OW and OU, as in cow, mouth, blouse, foul, pound, and foul. Our final diphthong of the day is oi. Now, oi is created when the lips move from an oval to slightly parted and spread. Oi. Our jaw rises with the tongue and closes, and our tongue moves from low in the back here to high in the front over here, again making this a diphthong. We see and hear this combination of oi in words like soil, which has an oi, and words that have an oy, as in boy. More examples are choice, oyster, poise, and foil. So let's talk about minimal pairs. Minimal pairs are a pair of words that differ by one letter or sound. Now, this can be challenging because these slight differences can be hard to distinguish and making pronunciation challenging to hear and produce. So we can see some examples of minimal pairs here in the E and I sound. We can see that they're both high front in the quadrant and they are just adjacent of each other. The examples that I have of these minimal pairs are as in beat and bit, queen and quit, meal and mill. Again, only one slight difference in the way that my mouth is producing this sound. More examples of minimal pairs are all around, but I just want to go over the and sound. We have met and mat, ten and tan, gin and jan. And again, we see them here in the quadrant. One of them is central and the other one just across from the other, across the quadrant and across this line. Now, our final example is going to be the ah and o sound. Again, we see these sounds here at the bottom of the quadrant, and we hear them in the words fought and float, ball and bowl, law and low. Thank you.